So I've been working on the materials for Camp Creative, your back-to-school kickoff, this year's iteration of our free summer PD. By the way, if you want to sign up, I'll be sure and pop the link into the show notes. And it seems to me, as I work, that one of the most vital conversations this year for all of us to be having is what exactly it will mean to use AI at school for us, for our students together with us. And that means diving into the risks and dangers, the helpful aspects in terms of accommodation, the temptations, the citation process, all of it. And probably like you, I've been in and out of the rabbit hole on AI for months and years now, following along with policies, trends, TED Talks, teacher frustrations, and most recently, the growing movement away from letting AI increase its foothold in our classrooms. By the way, a movement I'm very glad to see as it matches up with my own take. My rabbit hole has led me to one particular resource for you that I'd like to highly recommend today in this short episode of Highly Recommended. This resource is going to be a wonderful conversation starter for you, I think, and it's the Student Finalist Gallery from the New York Times' Growing Up with AI Multimedia Contest. These finalist pieces, and specifically one video that I'm going to tell you about, play a central role in the AI conversations and research stations that I've created for Camp Creative this year. And whether you join us there or not, I hope you'll take a minute to check out this finalist gallery, and specifically this one video we're going to be talking about, because it really sheds light on how kids are feeling about their experiences living at the epicenter of the AI explosion. And I think that's a perspective that can easily get lost in the many, many conversations that we're having about AI right now in schools. So I want to talk about the video that I found most impactful from the finalist gallery, although there are a lot of great pieces. I recommend browsing through them all, but as is my tradition with the highly recommended episode, I really want to give you one thing, cut through the rest, give you one thing that you can look at and use. And that one thing is this video called In Progress. And it was created by Ailey Takashima, Grace Kozak, Sophia Kim, and Wanya Zafar, teenagers from Houston. And I think you're going to agree it does an incredible job of showcasing how a student might feel if they're trying to persevere and doing original work when they feel surrounded by other people who are not, right? They're wanting to write their own ideas. They're wanting to share their own creativity, but there's this tornado of pressure around them, and they see lots of other people just using AI to get ahead, and they're wondering, are they going to fall behind? This video is so powerful. It had me at the edge of tears. It had me wanting to share it with everyone I know who has a teenager or works with teenagers. It's very powerful. And there's a lot of different ways you could use it. I am using it as part of these stations. As I mentioned, I'm going to have students watch it with a partner and then talk about what they lose and what they gain when AI writes or draws or creates for them. And then look at this big sort of sliding scale I've created on paper and add their name to how they feel about this topic. What do they gain? What do they lose? They're going to sort of put themselves on a bar. Do they lose more? Do they gain more? Are they right in the middle? Do they think it's a disaster? It's all loss. Do they think it's incredible? It's all win. I'm going to ask them to choose a little spot and explain it. But you could use it in all kinds of ways. You could use it as a writing prompt and just invite students to react to it. What are their thoughts? What are their feelings? Do they agree with it? You could use it as part of a choice board of AI exploration if you're trying to get students to sort of deepen their thinking about how AI is influencing them and influencing their experience of school. You could use it as a mentor text for inviting students to create short videos of their own on the New York Times prompt for this media contest. And I think that would be a really interesting project. What does it feel like to grow up in the age of AI? They can create their own videos after watching this and maybe some of the other finalists. You could also use this as a conversation starter with your own department, right? At your next department meeting, play this couple of minutes perspective from students on how they feel and kind of guide the conversation back towards students' feelings. I think because there's been so much cheating with AI, and that's such a frightening and problematic thing, often our conversations go there, and it's understandable and it makes sense. We're trying to figure out, how can we create a policy that guides students away from cheating? What exactly are the lines? How much can they use AI? But remembering also, like, how are students feeling right now, I think is really important. Okay, my friend, there are definitely more amazing student pieces that you could explore in the collection of finalists on the New York Times contest titled Growing Up with AI Multimedia Contest. But this particular video in progress was super impactful for me, and today I just really want to highly recommend that you check it out. I'm going to pop a link to the finalists gallery in the show notes today, alongside the link for Camp Creative. It's coming up July 27 through 31. I'll be sharing the stations I talked about today, and so many more resources to help you prepare for back to school alongside me. Until next time, take care of yourself and stay creative.